So this episode will leave Francois National Park en route to Kalbarri, where we stop at a free camp called Galena Bridge on the way. Then into Kalbarri for a couple of nights. After Kalbarri, where we stay at a low-cost camp called Ellendale Pool, which was just out of Geraldton. And then from Geraldton, we duck into the wheat belt to see some family, and then back to Perth. But that's not the end of our trip. We only stopped into Perth for a couple of days, just to stock up on a few things we needed, just because we were passing through, really. And then next episode, you'll see we kick on into the
rest of that.
Yeah, the southwest and the southern coast. Hey, but anyway, Merry Christmas for yesterday.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, righto, we'll kick on with this episode now. Just packed up and we're leaving Francois Perron now, and driving out of Denham. We've just noticed there's a big mob of emus. They've been hanging around here on the way in a few days ago, and they're still here, so they must be...
I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
What are you meant to do? Stare them in the eye?
No, you're meant to do this. Yeah, like that. You do it.
Oh, you make yourself look tall.
Okay, you do it. Yeah.
And water leaking out.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
We were watching this cool show on Netflix. What's it called? Travels with My Father.
Yeah, Jake Whitehall was a comedian.
Yeah, really good, funny series. Anyway, it's a father and son, and they travel to Australia. They're from England, and they go to an emu farm. The guy that owns it says if an emu approaches you, you've got to make yourself look taller.
Yeah, you got to
run after them.
Be the bigger, badder emu.
Yeah.
They can be quite aggressive, especially if they're hand-fed. They'll get right up in your face if they're used to being hand-fed, because they'll hassle you for food. These ones obviously probably haven't been hand-fed because they weren't that interested in us at all.
Anyway, we are booked into Kalbarri tomorrow, so we're just going to go to, it's about 450 k's from here, so rather than one big drive, we'll split it up into two, and we're going to stay at a free camp tonight, probably Galena River. So this is a good little spot. It's called Galena. Is it Galena Bridge or Galena River?
Galena Bridge is the name of the campsite.
Yeah, Galena Bridge is a free camp. Not far from Kalbarri. Probably on another 100 k's to Kalbarri.
Between Overlander and Billabong, isn't it?
No, because we passed Billabong already.
Oh.
Anyway, it's on that main highway going up north. It's actually on, like, just off the main highway, so that you can hear a little bit of road noise, but it's not terrible. The wind's died down, but the flies are horrendous here.
It's hot today too.
And it's hot, yeah, it's 40 degrees here. I know, but where we came from, Shark Bay, it was only 29 degrees there, so it's a bit weird that it's jumped 10 degrees. Yeah, nice little spot. Good little fire pit there, but we can't have fires because we're just out of season, so.
Yeah, but
never mind.
We showed the fire over there already, so I can.
Oh, you've already showed? Cool.
We got the van into this great little spot right on the river. There's a couple of bigger vans around us, but none of them would have been able to fit in here.
There's one just through there.
So
we're sort of blocking their view.
A little bit, yeah. But that's the beauty of having a little van, eh? Spots like this.
Yeah, so we just reversed it into this tiny little spot. Here we are for the night. So we're staying in Tudor Caravan Park in Kalbarri. It's right in town. Quite a few caravan parks in town. This one's the only one with a pool and a playground, so it's a bit surprising. Pretty cheap, 40 bucks a night. So Kalbarri's probably most famous for the national park here. So we'll duck in there. We can use our annual parks pass, so it won't cost us anything to get in or out. And we'll check out some walks and some gorges and stuff.
And otherwise, the Murchison River opens up into the beach here, right of the town. So we'll go out there and have a bit of a wander and a look. Should be good.
We've come to Kalbarri a few times before, so we're not going to do a hell of a lot here. Mainly just 3 nights, so we can stock up on some shopping and do all the chores.
Tell them about the Big River Ranch.
But it is a really nice town here. I also I read something on Facebook before we came here, a few weeks before we came, saying if you're thinking of going to Kalbarri, don't bother. It's booked out for the rest of the year. It's so busy. The shops are all shut. The grocery store can't keep up with the demand. Don't bother coming. Anyway, it's really, really quiet here at the caravan park.
Everything's open.
It's probably at like 30% capacity at the moment. Everything's open. The grocery store's fully stocked. Just some of the rubbish you read on Facebook is ridiculous.
Don't listen to crap you read on Facebook.
Yeah.
Unless it's from us. Listen to that.
Yeah.
Tell them about Big River Ranch.
Oh, look. If you like horse riding, make sure you go to Big River Ranch. We went a few years ago, and they do a horse trail. It goes through their property, the ranch, and then down through the Murchison. So you cross the river on the horseback, and then you go up a big dune, and then you can go cantering along the beach, and it's really, really good. It's worth the money.
So Tiff dragged me along to it last time we were here because she's a bit of an animal lover, if you haven't noticed, and was desperate to ride some horses. So I agreed to do it, even though it's not really my thing, but just to be supportive. And it must have been school holidays, and we were out the front of this ranch, and they were giving us like the safety brief and sizing us up for helmets and stuff. And there was me sitting next to Tiff and the other patrons, 12 other girls, all about 12 years old. And a few of them were in tears because they were so excited and nervous to be getting on horses. All the parents are standing in front of us taking photos of how cute everyone looks, sizing on their helmets. And I was on horseback for 3 or 4 hours with a bunch of schoolgirls. But it was actually a lot of fun. It was really cool.
You've got fond memories of it.
I really enjoyed it. It was just...
And really, it wasn't really like a beginner's horse riding trail. Like there was quite a lot of technical bits to it.
Yeah.
If you've never ridden before.
The other thing worth doing here, or near here, we're going to skip it this time, but there's a really cool stretch of beach, and you can do some camping at Lucky Bay. Now, don't get confused, there's 2 Lucky Bays, one in Esperance, one in Kalbarri. I'm obviously talking about the one up here in Kalbarri. You can camp there at Steepore Run, and we did some quad bike tours.
Wago
yeah,
Beach.
Wago Station. They do quad bike tours from there all through the dunes around Lucky Bay, and that was so much fun. You could actually do side-by-side buggies, so we could have put Chloe in one, but we're going to run out of time. I'll tell you why a bit later. But anyway, we'll see what Kalbarri's got to offer us this time. Drive out into Kalbarri National Park today. Kalbarri is probably most well known for Nature's Window, which is a little rock formation that a lot of people get a photo at. But yeah, the Murchison River snakes through Kalbarri National Park, and there's lots of interesting little lookouts and walks and stuff you can do through there. But there's not a lot of shade, and it gets really hot in here. So any of the longer walks you got to tackle sort of first thing in the morning, otherwise it gets too hot to do. And then recently they've finished building the Skywalk, is that what it's called?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Kalbarri Skywalk.
Yeah.
I think it's just a big platform that overlooks near Nature's Window, I think.
Right. So we'll go in and have a look at that. That's meant to be pretty cool. One really good thing about this new Skywalk is that to get into the gorges before at Kalbarri, you used to have to do gravel roads the whole way. Now they've bitumenised the whole thing, so it's a lot more accessible for people in two-wheel drives. You don't want to do it.
Her enthusiasm for walks has dwindled to nothing.
It's wearing real thin. But also it's more accessible. Like you can, this is now like wheelchair friendly, or like oldies with walking sticks and stuff like that. This is something that anyone can do, which is pretty cool. Probably why it's such a popular attraction now. Taking us some interesting route to see the Pink Lake. I don't know, I've got the van on, so I don't actually know where we're going.
Well, the other,
So far it looks alright.
the tourist stop was too busy.
Yeah. I hope there's no one down here blocking the track. Oh, that's alright.
She won't fly the drone from here, so it's the cars, and I can drive.
No, I'll pull up on the side here. Oh, this looks alright. Why have people turned around here though? So this is the Pink Lake. We're closest to Port Gregory now, but we're somewhere between Kalbarri and Geraldton, closer to Kalbarri. So it's another one of these funny little salt lakes with a thin layer of water on top that gets super hot in the sun. Really saline environment, and this algae just goes nuts on it, and as a byproduct it goes pink.
Is that why?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty sure. I might have made that up.
So how do you even know that?
70% of it's the truth. I'll get the drone up and fly it over. Hopefully it looks pink on camera. I don't,
Chloe, look at the colour of the lake.
what colour's the lake, Chloe?
Shiny?
It's pink.
Shiny's not a
It's
colour.
your favourite colour.
No, it's not.
It's pink.
No, it's not. It's blue.
Oh,
Blue.
well I'll get the drone up and maybe for some different angles with the sun,
Pink.
it might look pinker.
It's pink.
I reckon it looks pink. So when we drove in here and I saw where we parked up, I could see there was this sort of dugout section here. You can see that people have been turning around and they don't want to keep going further up the tracks. So I was wondering why, and you would have seen on the drone footage just then that there's some pretty big muddy bog holes up there. Now I've gone up there and I've walked them. They're not particularly deep, but the water is super salty, like mega salty, and they're quite loose and muddy on the bottom. Pink? Yeah.
My water is pink.
It is. So two options. We either drive through it, and I would be in full drive, traction control and all that crap off, the locker on, probably even throw some max tracks into the bottom of it, or the recovery tracks into the bottom of it just in case. Or reverse back the way we've come. I haven't got enough room to turn around here, even with a small van, and I'm not driving anywhere near the sides of this salt lake because they're super muddy and soft. So I'll give it a crack reversing out and we'll see how we go. It's a couple of 100 meters of narrow bush track. It's not soft or sandy, so that's okay, but it is around the corner of a dune and up a hill. It's a bit of a nightmare. I'll give it a crack reversing. If I can't do it, we're airing down, we're locking hubs, and we're gonna have to go through the mud. So we'll see how we go.
Easy peasy, nearly there.
Pain in the bum. Come on, man.
Made it look easy.
Yeah, right.
So that's where we would have had to come out. There was a few more boggy sections after that initial one that we saw too. So anyway, it was easy reversing out, wasn't it?
Yeah. So so we've been in Kalbarri for 3 days, 3 nights, 4
3
days,
nights, yeah.
and there's heaps of other stuff you can do here. We've just done a couple of things we hadn't done before. No,
We did the bare minimum, really.
yeah. But yeah, there is heaps to do in Kalbarri. It's not to be missed. It's a good little spot. It's just that we've been here a few times, so we didn't do it all again.
Yeah. But it's super windy here at the moment, and we've now made plans to meet up with some family.
We're going to see all the family actually. I've got family kind of spread all over WA at the moment, just due to work and whatnot. So my brother and sister-in-law and my little niece, they're in the wheat belt. So my folks are in the southwest. They're going to shoot up to the wheat belt and see them. And when we heard that, and we looked at the map, we're only 600 k's away. We thought, oh well, we want to gun down and see them all as well. So we're shooting into the wheat belt now. Going to catch up with that family, and then we're so close to home in Perth for us from there that we're going to shoot back home, offload some stuff that we haven't been using, get a couple of things that we wish we'd had, like the kayak and the Weber, and then we're going to meet Tiff's side of the family down Bustleton way, because Chloe's other little cousins are going to be down there. So it's going to be a week and a half of catching up with family. And then actually from there as well, my folks have bought, I think I told you in a previous episode, they bought a little whiz-bang, a little pop-top camper van. And they've got a bit of time off, a couple of months off, and they want to do a bit of camping with us in the southwest. So they're probably going to tag along with us for a while.
So initial plan, we were going to head from here, we were going to head down to Geraldton and then try and find an inland route to Kalgoorlie and then make our way down to Esperance, but it's pretty hot in Kalgoorlie at the moment, and we've done Kalgoorlie in a few previous trips before.
Yeah.
So we sort of reassessed and thought, why exactly are we going that way?
Goldfields is super underrated though. It's awesome. There's lots of interesting stuff out there, like ghost towns, abandoned. mines, 100-year-old bush pubs, Aboriginal artwork, interesting rock formations. There is heaps of cool stuff to see.
But it's probably the wrong time of the year.
Yeah, we've been there this time of the year before, and it's hot, and it's inland, so it's full of flies. So we're just going to go straight in the southwest where it's cooler, it's shady, and the beaches in the southwest this time of the year are killer. So we'll show you that. And yeah, second to none.
So we've got 2 nights before we get to Cam's brother's house in the Wheatbelt. So we'll do 2 nights of probably free camping on the way.
Yep.
And then duck into Perth for a night or 2, and then we're heading south of Busselton and continuing on our way to Esperance.
Yeah.
Yep. What's the go here? Is it free?
Yeah, I think so.
Campsite
fees apply.
$5 per person per night. Get stuffed. I just bought some binoculars.
You're pretty excited about them, aren't you?
About 4 months too late for them. Yeah.
We just stopped into Geraldton. Yeah, you can have a go.
You're gonna have a turn.
Just stopped into Geraldton and exchanged the gas tank. Went to BCF, got some binoculars, and now we're 40 odd K out of Geraldton at a little, well, what I thought was a free camp called Ellendale Pool, but the sign back there says $5 a night.
She's not much.
No, that's cool. Just thought it was free, that's all. So yeah, just here one night. There is water here.
Is it?
Huh?
Is it?
No, it's on the river.
On the river.
Yeah, it's on the Greneth River.
It was a playground, Jopes.
Dunny. There's a dump point. There's a playground.
So.
Oh,
Hang on. Oh, you want to go up there after?
yeah, we'll see what we can find. See if we want to stay here, and then we'll come back and play. Heaps of water. Oh, I'll go for a swim today. It's 40 degrees.
No, it's not. We're not gonna go with us someday.
I am. Heaps of water in there. Great little spot here. It's just sort of first come, first serve. Find your own room and set up.
Say it's a great spot here.
Yeah, it is.
After whinging the whole way here.
Yeah, I whinged a bit.
You whinged the whole way here that this was going to be a
dive, didn't I?
dive.
No, it's
And
actually,
here you are saying it's a great little spot.
actually is a really nice little spot. Flies are so friendly
Oh my
though,
God.
eh?
I know I don't have a hair lucky.
Oh yeah, so I've had to pinch Tiff's hair lucky. I'll show you why. I've just filled up at the servo in Geraldton, so 40 odd Ks away. I just noticed my fuel cap's missing. It's either fallen off or I never put it back on, I don't know. So Tiff's hair lucky and a sandwich bag just to keep the dust out.
What's wrong?
And I'll get a replacement when we're driving through Perth, I guess. It's no biggie, really. Just annoying. Anywho, it's hot, it's 40 degrees today. And there's heaps of water in that little pool there. So I'm going to set up and then probably wander down there with a beer and have a swim. I bet all these rocks are going to look cool in the arvo sun. Tiff's got her binoculars, she can stare up at the rock face. Be cool, eh? You look so luxurious with your hair out. Oh wow, Pantene Pro V. Eat your heart out. Packed up and left that little free camp at Ellendale Pool. Oh, it's not a free camp, it's $5 a
No,
night
it's $5, isn't it?
per person, so $10. Anywho, moving on today, still cruising towards the wheat belt, just inland of Perth. A couple hundred Ks today probably. We don't really know where we're staying yet. We'll just use wiki camps to find something. But we're driving through Dongra now. Dongra, Port Denison, little coastal town, a few hundred Ks north of Perth. It's famous for having the best pies in WA.
Oh yeah, but I mean everyone takes that claim, don't they?
I know, but they are really good. So it's just the Roadhouse, the Caltex Roadhouse sells them, but they're really good. So we can't go past there without getting a pie.
And to be fair, I think this is our first pie that we've bought so far. Like,
Yeah, I don't think we've had a pie on this trip. No. So we'll do that. And
you can spend a lot of money if you're constantly buying like food at all of these rest stops.
Oh, for sure.
We try not to, but
Oh, I love a good cheese sausage. If I could, every time I got fuel, if I could get some of that greasy food, I'd be living the dream. But we just can't. It's no good for you, especially when you're on the road for a while, and the cost of it.
So not this one.
Not this one. Oh, it's the BP. We want the Caltex. No.
So I don't know if you can see all the construction, but that there is Caltex.
That was Australia's best pies. No. I built it up. Now I'm hungry.
No pies for us. Where are we? We're home.
Hi. I'm designing it in Perth. Daddy, can I take it away?
Oh, it smells like a new house
It
in
doesn't
here.
smell like a house anymore.
But Mummy, I like this story.
Your toys.
We like this story, Mummy. Look. I like this story.
I know. Look at your dollhouse, Bobes.
And this baby can also.
Oh my god, it feels so weird to be in a house. I've got so much room for activities. This is weird. I know.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're all going to be hanging out in the same rooms.
I know. Having fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love this one.
Yeah. So, while Chloe's madly entertained with all her toys in a toy room, I'm just going outside. I know your fairy wings. Cute, huh? We are taking the opportunity to unload all of the stuff that we haven't used in our 4 months so far.
Oh, so it's we're out of fire season now, so all the fire pit and the fire stuff and chainsaws and.
So this is everything we haven't used. Chainsaw, fishing rods, spare reels, our broken freezer, some camp chairs, the clothes area, the boogie board, my infamous blue chair that hasn't been used once.
A horrendous blue lounge.
The soda stream. We were using the soda stream, but we ended up throwing the bottles out because they got a bit mouldy, so we probably just won't bother taking it now. We're gonna fit the Weber into that space there where my blue lounge was. And what else? That's about it.
That's about it. Yeah, I might take the kayak, I'm not sure yet. See how we go. It blocks the solar panels, so might not be worth it, I don't know.
Oh, anyway, today Mark McGowan, WA Premier, has just announced that the border is opening as of the 14th of November to all states except, well, all states really. If you're from New South Wales or Victoria, it's 14 days quarantine still. So that throws a bit of a spanner in the works.
We've got about 2 months left.
We were planning to just go down to Esperance and work our way back for the next 2 months, but with 2 months, we figure that's quite a bit of time. Should we either bomb to South Australia or bomb to Uluru?
Yeah, we're thinking if they'll give us a permit and they open the Great Central, we could bomb from here into the Territory, do Uluru, the McDonnell Ranges and stuff, and then work our way south into South Australia through Coober Pedy and do the coast from South Australia back home into the southwest. There's enough time to do it.
But it'll be mid-November.
It'll be pretty warm.
The rain's starting to build up. I don't know how much rainfall they got out there, but it's more the heat. It's already 36 sort of averaging at the moment, which isn't too bad. Anyway, we'll do some more research. We might go to Uluru, we might not.
And if we can go through the centre and we do that, I'll probably duck down to Bunnings and get a little portable aircon, because we haven't got time to get an aircon fitted to this. It's just too short notice. And might grab a generator or something. as much as I hate them.
Anyway, it feels super weird to be home.
Yeah.
So much space, don't know what to do. We're sort of just wandering around aimlessly, not sure what to do.
Not ready to be home yet, eh?
Yeah, it's weird.
Mm.
Yeah.
We're only going to stay for one night anyway, aren't we?
And now we are making our way to Shannon National Park, and we're meeting Cam's parents there, and they're going to come camping with us for the next few weeks or week or so.